dance here. I'm going to take us through a contemporary class today. We're going to do some kind of technical exercises with a little bit of a ballet background. That's just sort of what my training is and what I like to do as a warm-up. And then we're going to do a little bit of improvisation today because I sort of just want to dance, so you're going to come on that journey with me. So here we go. We're going to start in parallel. And we're going to do a little series of pliés with spinal curves. So we're going to start this way. When we do our spinal curves, we want to think about our hips staying stacked right on top of our heels. And this part of our body is just really neutral, and then our spine is just curving on top of it. And my arms are kind of like a rag doll. They're just nice and relaxed. And then same thing when we go to the sides. We always want to think about our head is leading the way. Our head is one of the heaviest parts of our body, right? So we can really use it to send our body in a direction and let the rest of our spine follow. Okay, so we'll start in parallel. This is our pattern. We're gonna go forward and up, and then we're gonna go to the right first, and then our arm goes up, and then we do this big swing, and our arm goes all the way over to the side. We roll out our spine. And then it's like a string is pulling our chest all the way to the floor. So our chest is the first thing to hit the floor. We're gonna stretch our legs up. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna walk our hands out to a nice plank. We're gonna do 2 push-ups to stay nice and strong. 2 push-ups. We're gonna walk it back. We make a nice flat back. We're gonna twist our spine to the right like an airplane, to the left like an airplane. Our arms go over the top. We're going to do a little miniature version of that spinal curve again, but our knees are going to bend, and then our arms throw the rest of our body. We do a big arch, then we're going to do a nice eleve, and then we're going to do the whole thing, but this time it's going to go to the left side, goes all the way around. Our chest leads us down. We walk it out to a plank. We do those 2 push-ups. We walk it back. We come to a nice flat back. We twist the other way like an airplane. Arms come over the top. We bend our spine, throw the arms, arch, elevate, and then we turn our feet out. We do the same thing in first position. Yeah, same exact pattern. All the way around, walk it out, push-ups, twists, over, arch. And then we're gonna do the same thing, turn it out, going to the other side. And then we're gonna do one more set in second position. Yeah, when we walk it out in second position, we're still gonna do our push-ups, but they're just gonna be from this nice wide stance. Okay, so I'm gonna put on some music. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, and we go. He was just and to the right. Arm big swing. Roll it down, stretch it up, walk it out, 6, 7, 8, we go push up. It was just an American dream. Walk it back, it was just we go flat back, twist over the top, bend the legs, throw, arch, and elevate, left side.
Lover, don't you come down without a sword or a gun. For the gold on this silver you're searching.
Walk it out. 6, 7, and we go back.
There's a piece of
and back. Walk it back.
Cutting our
We go plank. Airplane. Over the top.
From the river watching, she won't let you get into
first position.
It was just an American dream. It was just an American dream. Hey, hey.
Keep breathing.
It was just an American dream. It was just an American dream. Hey, hey.
Left side.
Lover, don't make a sound when you're right for the right. When I say hallelujah, it's your cue to shoot up the head of there. Now take this fortune in bed, and won't fit your bed. What's first is your feet, they will curry, for they wait to chase us free.
And second.
He was just an American dream. He was just an
Roll it
American
down.
dream.
Stretch it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice wide stance. 7, 8. We go
He
push up.
was just an American dream.
Turn the feet back out.
He was just an American
Twist, twist over the top.
Yeah.
Bend the legs. Throw it.
dream.
Arch it. Last side. Keep breathing.
There's no crunch in the bread. There's no rest till the dead. There's no heaven or hell. There's no running away.
Let's take a nice long balance. Let's push through the heels of the hands. Really feeling that wingspan. Good. Nice dancers. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right. Whew. Let's do a little tandu. Okay. So let's start with our feet in parallel. Toes and heels together this time. I'm going to start with my left foot. You guys start with your right. Right, I'm always going to mirror you just to make it a little easier. So I'm going to start with our left foot. We go half, full, half, down. We go push and push with a plie. Let's go coupe, passe, coupe, down, front, flex, point, other leg. Half, point, half, down, push. We go push, land, plie. Coupe, passe, coupe, down, front, flex, point. And then we'll do the same thing to the side. Side, side, back, back. Yeah, and then we're gonna turn our feet out and we're gonna do the whole same exact pattern. Front, front, side, side, back, back, but with our feet turned out and with arms. So when we go to the front, our arms will be in first. Push, push. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Then we go front. When we go to the side, we're going to open one arm to the side. When we go to the back, I really like to do this kind of like long L shape. So I can really feel the connection between the tips of my fingers on this side and the backs of my toes on this side. Yeah, it's like a really nice opposition. Okay, so here we go. Follow along. Warming up our ankles. All right, feet in parallel, heels and toes together. 6, 7, right leg starts. We go half, full, half, down. We go push and push with a plie. We go coupe, passe, coupe, down, front, flex, point, other side.
I can't stop thinking about how we could be.
Just thinking about our breathing, staying nice and tall in our upper body.
Just can't stop running my mind in my sleep.
Feeling grounded.
Though I don't wanna take hold of it's weight on my shoulders. And I just want you to know that I'm gonna stay so well for you, for you. I wanna stay so well for you.
Good, now we're gonna run behind us. Toes just barely kissing the floor. my bad. Other side. Push and push. Plie, we go coupe. Passe. Coupe. Back. Flex. Point. Let's take a nice deep plie to turn out our feet. Nice big breath. Swing our arms up first. Same thing, turn back. We go half.
Cause when you tell me that you better day, I
We go push. And push with a plie. Now turn out. Coupe.
I'm busy
Passe.
thinking
Thinking about that standing eye right over the ball. That standing foot. Such a helpful trick. Half. And just barely kissing those toes with the floor. Now you feel like a kickstand. To plie. Passe. Coupe. And front. Flex. When we're going to open one arm to the side. Pull. Half. Down. You go push. And push. And plie. Passe. Coupe. We go front. Flex. Point. Switch. And push. And push. Plie.
I just wanna show
And last time back.
that I can see so well. I just wanna show
Go push. And push with a plie. Right behind us. Alright, last time dancers. And push. Push with a plie. Coupe. Passe. Coupe. Down. Back. Flex. Point. Close. Let's take a plie and a forward stretch. Go up to our elbow. And let's look our head to the right. And looking our head to the left. And looking at the ceiling. And look down the floor. Good. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, nice dancers. Let's do a little dégagé. So this is like right out of textbook ballet class. I'm sure we've done this one before. 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1-1 dégagés. So we're going to start with our right leg. It's just brushing in and out from the side from our first position. And we don't need to worry about really cranking out our turnout. We should just be able to turn our feet out like a book. Wherever they land, that's where they land. And that's also where our legs should be. Most of us don't have a 180-degree turnout. I certainly do not. So we just go to right wherever our hips are. Yeah, especially when we're not holding onto a bar, then we want to really be where our true turnout is at so we can really be grounded and find the floor. So we start with 8. We're also going to use our arm. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, windmilling our arms. Then we're going to have a big grand plie. We're going to stretch over. We're going to straighten our legs. We're going to roll it up. And then we're going to start the whole thing, but our arms are going to reverse. So same thing, starting with the right leg, but our arms circle this way instead. Yeah? Here we go. Reggae dégagés coming your way. So wait till the beat comes in. 5, 6, 7, right leg, and 8, 2, 3. Nice and swingy. Try not to hold anything. Other leg. Good. Keeping the neck nice and chill. Keeping the shoulders down. We go 2. And 2. And 1. 1. 1. 1. You go down the air. Bend it over. Turn it up. Roll it up. Yeah, let's reverse the arms. Let's do a little backward drop. 7 right leg.
It's supposed to touch the water in the sector. I feel a peace sign up to my reflection.
And
I'm like I'm a criminal selection. I just wanna be
4
stardust rushing through my
and
bloodstream.
4
I wanna get higher.
and 2
Stardust rushing through my bloodstream.
and 1.
I wanna go
1 and grumpy, relax it over.
bloodstream.
Stretching it out,
I wanna get higher.
rolling it out.
Stardust rushing through my bloodstream.
Good, nice answers.
I'm a self-love babe.
All right, we're gonna move right along to a little rond de jambe. Yeah, I really like this trick of thinking about our standing eye being right in line with the arch of our standing leg. It really helps me stay on my leg, especially with something kind of tricky like rond de jambes where you're trying to stay really stable on your standing leg and your working leg. It's moving in circles. It's a really helpful tool to think about that standing eye right over the center of that standing foot. Okay, so we're gonna start our first position. We're gonna do a rond de jambe with a plie and then 2 straight. A rond de jambe with a plie and 2 straight. Then we're just gonna do 4 with the arms nice and wide. Then we go flex all the way around to the back. Other leg. Plie, stretch, 2 ronds. Plie, stretch, 2 ronds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex all the way around. And then we're going to reverse that whole thing. And then you're just going to follow me and we're just going to stretch it out for a little bit. Cool, pretty simple. Here we go. Starting in a nice, comfortable first position. Just going to do it out for a second so we get our beat. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. We go plie, 2 stretch, and 2. Round de jambes, and plie. Lots of time to hit all the sides of our runs. Now 4, think about our standing eye over that standing leg. Now we flex, flex, nice and long through that heel. Other leg, here we go. Reversing that round de jambe, long to the heel, turning it out. Last time round de Good, nice dancers. Let's turn it in nice wide parallel. Arms out nice and long. We're gonna bring our right arm over the top. Go nice and tall. We switch to our upper body. Take a flat back. Roll through our spine to the floor. We go bend and stretch and bend and stretch and circle the body. Other side. And twist, flat, roll it through the slide, grab the foot, go back, and circle. Let's keep circling all over front line down the side. And let's bring the back arm up. Good. Let's walk it out to the front side. Kind of keep the heel on the floor. Flex this foot. And let's walk it over to the other side. Flex this foot. And let's do our lunge on the other side. And back arm goes up. And let's walk it back to the front. Just making our feet turned in. We're going to grab for our elbows. Just stick it out. Nice dancers. All right. We're going to do one last little kind of technical exercise before I do a little bit of improvisation. So this is another one that's really all about like gathering into our center line. Yeah, that's what I really like to think about with this exercise. This is one of my favorite things to do before performances actually, because I feel like it really helps me bring everything out and then collect everything in. So we're going to start in our nice comfortable first position. We're going to do enveloppes. Everything goes out and gathers in. My standing leg bends, then it straightens. Bends, then it straightens. Bends, straightens. Trying to gather my arms and my toe coming into the knee at the same time. Yeah, trying to find that timing. So we go front, front, side, side, back, back. We're going to turn everything in. We're going to goo it out. Really finding space between the scapula. Then we're going to turn our feet out. We're going to arch it up. Then we're going to gather it above you. We're going to do a little eleve. And then we're going to repeat the whole thing, but this time our arms go all the way up to fifth position. So full circle every time. Side, side, back, back. Same gooing eleve. Yeah? Cool. Here we go. All right, let's put our feet in first position. Finding our breath. Starting with our right leg, we go out. And out. And you're going to your second, not too far side. So keep our hips square. Right behind us, letting our upper body come a little bit forward. Now we're going to turn it in, do it out. Big arch. Arms gather fifth. Little eleve. Good. Not the whole thing again, but now our arms come all the way to fifth. All the way to fifth. All the way to fifth. Let's do it out. And little balance. And let's drop our arms. Trying to use only the muscles that we need to. Our bodies are relevant. And let's finish here. Good, nice dancers. All right, let's do a teeny bit of improv with our last 5 minutes. So we're gonna do one of my favorite ones to just kind of feel loose and feel good. So the idea is that instead of 2 arms, I have one long piece of rope that goes from one fingertip to the other fingertip. So I don't have 2 separate entities. I have one long piece of rope. So what does that mean? That means that anything that happens at this end has to have some kind of reaction over here, right? Nothing can happen to one side of the rope without it affecting the other side. Yeah, so we're just gonna play with that idea. I'm just gonna put on some music, and I just want us to think about our rope arms. You can feel free to play with levels, right? Just because our focus is on our arms doesn't mean that we can't also explore the floor. Yeah? Okay, so rope arms is what we're thinking about.
This life can be unkind. You could keep your head buried in the sand and never have to look again. I tried to make up my mind just to never take that road. Man, I wait before I never wanna go again. Sometimes when we get along, it's not the same as when we end. I didn't give it too long. I just need you to take my arm.
Yeah, how's that? Yeah, you find your rope arms a little bit? Cool. Now we're gonna take that same idea and we're gonna think about our legs. So same thought, but instead of 2 legs, now we have one piece of rope. It goes from this foot all the way over to this foot. Yeah, so this one's a little harder because we don't hold so much weight in our arms usually. Our legs always have weight in them in dance and life and everything. So we have to really think about how one will affect the other and pretend like we don't have 2 separate legs, but instead we just have one piece of rope where one side is always affecting the other side. Okay, so let's see our rope legs.
Alright. I've been busy trying to forget you. Alright. I've been losing track of what's left. So good. You and me, our love. It's just a game.
Yeah, how are your rope legs? Kind of loosey-goosey, huh? Feels nice. So our last idea for this improv exercise is, so we did our rope arms, we did our rope legs. Now, instead of a spine, we have one piece of rope that goes from the very top of our head all the way down to our tailbone, yeah? So now this part of our body, from here to here, is one piece of rope, yeah? So now we're really thinking about anything happening at one end of the spine affecting the other end of the spine, yeah? Spine rope. Here we go.
Maybe it's 'cause your mom never kissed you. If you ever cried, you wipe with my soul tissue. You bench pressing more than me's not the issue. I know you're actually weaker than that. Let's open up and get deeper than that. Like why are you only vulnerable when no one's around? Your gym membership is not a crown. You're not so tough. I know that nightlight's on when you sleep. You're not so tough. Yeah, you watch cheap red love on repeat, and I'm sure you'd win in an altercation, but you're still insecure to me.
All right, dancers, that's all for me today. Hope you had fun. A little technique, a little improv. You guys have a great day. See you next time.